For this week's Sports Star Spotlight, we're headed to Pennsylvania, where Joe McCann caught up with a 5-star prospect at a top program.
The campus at Westtown School in Pennsylvania is much quieter these days. The gym doesn't have nearly as many workouts as it usually does, as COVID-19 has limited how often the storied Westtown basketball team can be together.
Selfishly, I just love being in the gym with the kids, and so that's what I miss.
But whenever Coach Seth Berger is able to get some time with star senior Jalen Warley, he knows it's going to be time well spent.
Athleticism, size, all that kind of stuff is really important. But how quickly do they learn? And this is the most impressive thing for me about Jalen is, if I'm going to spend an hour with Jalen, Jalen's going to get an hour out. Some kids, you spend an hour and it's going to take them 3 hours to get out what the hour you put in. So every minute that Jalen is spending learning and working is actually translating to Jalen getting better.
Selfishly, a lot in the fall, I would hog Seth and try to take up all the skill development for myself. Because a lot of not only skill development, but like the mental side of it also, I feel like in the fall, a lot of my mental would develop because I'd be able to have the one-on-one time with coach or an assistant coach and kind of just be able to see everything and explain what I need to work on, and these are my goals and this is what I want to accomplish.
Jalen's father, Jason, and his uncle, Carlin, both played at St. Joseph's University. As Jalen learned from them growing up in Philadelphia, he grew to be a very impressive player, and he could have started as a freshman at almost any high school in the area. But that's not what he wanted. He wanted to go somewhere and be challenged.
The level of maturity that showed, and also love for the game and commitment to being the best he could be, was exactly the kind of kid I wanted at Westtown. So I was like, let's go.
But I just feel like the communication with me and coach has just been on a different level even since then. I feel like the transparency and the honesty, and I visited in 7th grade, but I feel like we started to develop that connection early on in 8th grade before I winded up coming in 9th grade.
You know, our progression at Westtown is pretty simple. As a freshman, you're probably going to clap. As a sophomore, you're going to play. And then as a junior or senior, you're going to start if you're a Division I kid. If you're a pro, you'll have a chance to start as a sophomore, right? And so the kids that we've had start as sophomores, they've gone on to the league. The kids that start as juniors, they're Division I players.
Indeed, Jalen did have to sit quite a bit as a freshman, but he did get to learn behind a future NBA player, Cam Reddish.
Yeah, I think a lot of the learning curves came from practice. I kind of was watching him and trying to mimic kind of what he did as a freshman, and being able to talk to him and see him play in these high-level games. I mean, I think being able to see it before I had to do it kind of helped me get to the point that I'm at, and kind of seeing somebody do it before I did it 100% was very helpful for me, and he was a really good mentor to me.
Now, in what will likely be a short senior season due to COVID restrictions, Jalen is making the most out of whatever time he does get on the court to show he's one of the best guards in America.
I think I'm really confident in my ability to run a team at the highest level, regardless of who's on it, who we're playing against, the circumstance. I pride myself in that, not only lead a team, but being able to score the ball, pass the ball, shoot the ball, and kind of bring that versatility.
First, it starts with his love for the game, and that's really important, you know. When kids love basketball, they want to be the best players they can be, and it's just easy. That process is easy. They want to be coached. They want to get better. They want to improve. They don't want to just be told you're great now. They want to be told you can be great, and let's get you there. Jalen is not only a really intelligent kid, he's also a really intelligent basketball player. So one of the things as a coach that I love is when I have kids on the court who know what play should happen, then my job's a whole lot easier. So Jalen has grown from a kid as a freshman who knew what play should happen but wouldn't say anything, to now as a senior, Jalen's communicating with his teammates. So he's got the brain of a Division I coach today.
Jalen gives a lot of credit for his growth to his parents, who have helped him well beyond just basketball.
They do a really good job of being good cop, bad cop, in a sense. My dad is always hard on me and always tries to push me to new levels, and kind of always push myself, and not just on the basketball court. I mean, he also taught me to be a really good person. But my mom, yeah, she's definitely my backbone. I mean, I rely on her on a lot of things, not just on the court, off the court. She's my therapist, you know, she's everything, you know what I mean? Like, I talk to her about everything. I mean, I'm nowhere where I'm at right now without them. So, I mean, I credit all of my success to them.
Jalen is committed to Florida State for next season, and he's optimistic about what the Seminoles can achieve in his time there.
I mean, it was a difficult decision, especially during the pandemic, not being able to visit schools. But I kind of always had a feeling, as soon as they offered me, that Florida State was the place I wanted to go to. Not only just because of their play style, the players, and what they've done in terms of getting the players to the next level, but I just felt like the coaching staff really felt like a family, and I felt like I wasn't just like somebody that they wanted, but I felt like they wanted to give the keys of their program to me, and that they needed me in their program.
If Coach Berger's predictions are accurate, Jalen's time at Florida State could be short, as the NBA could come calling relatively soon.
I mean, it would mean everything. I mean, fourth grade Jalen would be smiling from cheek to cheek if that opportunity ever came. So, and not just only me, but I know how much time my parents, my family members, my friends have put into it in terms of being on the road, going to different basketball games, traveling all over the country. So it would be a really special moment when that happens.
I think by the time Jalen is like 23 or 24 years old, signing his first extension, he's going to be a budding all-star. The way the game is today, Jalen's capable of being a one. He's also capable of being off the ball. He's worked really hard in his shooting. He's become an excellent shooter. So somewhere around 2024, 2025, I'll be going to watch Jalen play in an NBA All-Star game.
For Sports Stars of Tomorrow, I'm Joe McCann.
Thanks for checking out Sports Stars of Tomorrow on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, and please subscribe to our channel so you see all of the latest content.